Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is show some stuff in the JFK assassination, okay, and talk a little bit about it and stuff. And I want to show you the two shots from the Bronson film, which is right here, which I'll show them, and then we're going to show the Orville Nix film, where I added sound to it, and the location where these shots fired from. Now, as we go into that, I want to show you something as we're going into it. But first, let's go ahead and get in this one here. Here's the first shot to JFK. This is the fatal headshot. This is a close-up of the shelter. As you see, there's the rifle fire, okay? And then we have the smoke trail right here. We have the rifle fire, smoke trail. Rifle fire, smoke. This can be seen in the Bronson film. This is the shelter. There's the fire shot, and there's the smoke. This is the window area. We have the shot, then we have the smoke. That's seen, like I said, in the Bronson film. This is a fatal headshot to JFK. Now we're going to go over here, which I zoomed back just a little bit, and you're going to see the second shot. This is the shot to Governor Connally now. See, there's a shot fired right there. That's a shot from the side of the shelter, and it strikes Governor Connally. Right here, it's going to show up here in a second, right there. There's a shot right there. That's the second shot from the side of the shelter. And that one strikes Governor Connally. Like I said, when I show these films and I show these images and everything else like that, you know, these are things I study, okay? Just like right here, this is the clip of the gunman on the rooftop of the County Records building that we found in Zapruder film in the Sprocket area. As you see, he comes down, takes aim, fires rifle right here, as you see. And I slow it down, I slow it down, I slow it down to where you can see it, where he actually comes down, takes his shot. That's right there. He's coming down, taking aim, then he takes a shot. Okay. As I pointed out, in the Bronson film shows the two shots come from shelter number 3. And as you see, the Zapruder film holds a lot of information as well, which we see right here in the Zapruder film where a gunman on the rooftop of the County Records building comes down and takes his shot. Okay, this is information that, like I said, has been lost for years. So now what we're going to do is we're going to view the Orville Nix film. We're going to hear, I added little sound effects to it so we get more of a input of what's going on. I did this so I get a little bit more input and stuff and watch the reactions of JFK and Governor Connally after each one of these shots so we can, you know, look at it from a different view because remember, we're just watching it and we're seeing emotions, but we're not exactly getting a full detail of exactly what's going on. So here's what I did right here. Now, as you notice, I want you to keep an eye on, let's go over this again. Let's start it here. Keep an eye on JFK, and then Governor Connally's right here. Okay, Mrs. Connally's right there. I'll show you right here. Let's go right here. I want to show you something. Okay, we have Governor Connally's actually right here. Mrs. Connally, this is what we're getting back of Mrs. Connally right here. Here's JFK. Now, when you hear the bangs, you're going to see JFK go back, and then you'll see Governor Connally go forward when he gets shot, and then when JFK gets shot. Remember, JFK got shot from up here if you watch my cursor. This is going to strike him here. Now watch, he gets pushed off to the left, as we say. And as we can see in the films and images, he gets pushed off from the left. When the shot comes from up here, it's going to strike JFK right here, and he's going to be pushed off to his left. And then we're going to see that shot from here, coming in this way, and we're going to see Governor Connally being pushed off into his wife's lap. Watch. See how Mark can see that reaction? See that reaction? Now you hear that sound? Pow pow. So see, now we know what exactly what people was hearing that day. We're seeing what they're seeing, we're hearing what they're hearing. That's the reason why I did it this way. Now, when we watch the Zapruder film, okay, which I'll pull up right now, what we're going to do is we're going to watch a Zapruder film. Now, I marked each frame of where the shots made contact with. And the reason why I did this, and they had to sound back into it, so I get that feel of what it was like being there like they are. And then when I see the marks, when the shots occur, then you'll start seeing different reactions from like JFK. JFK will sit there and he goes like this. You know, he goes bang. Then he goes in, then he got the bang, the bang. And then you see the head going in forward and stuff. Then you see Governor Connolly turn off his right and he gets bang, goes to his side. You know, you'll see these reactions. Now watch the fatal headshot. I got it angled to where Mr. Zapruder was, and you'll see it's coming in from the right, and you'll see it being pushing JFK off to his left, as we see in the Zapruder film. And we study the angle, and we watch the angle. That fatal headshot's coming from shelter number 3 now, and the shot to Governor Connolly's come from shelter number 3. And you'll see by these angles of which way they turn, which way they go, which way they push. So like I said, when we watch this, I want you to study and keep an eye on JFK and Governor Connolly and watch the reactions. Every time you see the red line in there, these are locations where these shots came from. Each time you see that line there, watch reactions right after that line hits them. Watch the reactions of them. Study the reactions as they go along. Now watch. See the reactions? That's how fast it was. See how he's pushed off? See that? See how he was pushed off to the left and Governor Connolly was pushed off up forward? This is what we're hearing now, is what they heard that day and everything else. We're going to watch it again. Okay? Like I said, keep an eye on JFK and Governor Connolly. And then we're going to watch, like I said, when it comes to fatal headshot, watch that shot coming in. And it's taking him over to where his location is. Watch. That's why I tell people, you know, when you put the stuff back in here and you start looking at it, you start viewing it this way, you're like, okay, now I understand. You can see it a lot more. And you get see that? See the angles? Coming from the right side where shelter number 3 is. And then you hear them bangs and stuff like that. So now we know exactly what they was hearing that day. Now the crowd should be a lot louder and stuff, okay? But we didn't, you know, I didn't want to go too loud and stuff because I was just concentrating on the motions and the shots, you know, and how that little bit of sound effects in there. Now watch, we're gonna do this for a minute. Watch. See which ways will be pushing. He's getting shot from the right, from the shelter. Which way is he pushing? You see what I'm saying? You see which way he's pushing Governor Connolly? I did that, okay? So when you're watching this film, we're just watching. We're really not getting that full effect. We're not fully getting that understanding. But when we sit there and we view the films over and over again, and we add that sound effects, and we pinpoint where each one of these shots made contact with, we pinpoint him. Then we put it in the film. Then we add that gun sound to it. We add just a little bit of crowd sound to it, but we wanted that gun sound. And we add that pinpointer exactly when these shots occurred. Then we have the full story. So now, as a researcher, not only we can see what's going on, but we can hear it when you're getting that same effect that a person that was there, an eyewitness was there that day. Listen, let's watch it again. Okay, watch the reaction to JFK and Governor Connolly. Especially when it comes to fatal headshot. See? See, now it gives us more of a story, more of an insight of the location where these shots came from. If it came from the front, he would have been pushed off to the left, as we see in the film. Okay, which I'll make another video on this probably tomorrow, where I'll go in depth a little bit more on this right here. I just want to make a short video about this tonight, because I still have dinner to make and I still have to do my exercises and stuff like that. But I want to make a short video here. I already made one video about the Patterson game Bigfoot film, and I want to make this one here to show some more people some, you know, the shots and why they're taking place. Just like even Orville Nick's film, show you motion, okay? Show you motion of what the shots occur, okay? Instead of just wondering. You show by frame by frame, but we can see it in motion now. We had sound next to it, and pinpoint when shots occurred and everything else. Then so now we got more detail. We can understand. We can understand now more that when it comes to the JFK assassination, not only we could see what's going on, but we could hear what's going on too at the same time, so we can have that same feeling as the people did back then when JFK was assassinated. And I wanted to show some, like I said, some of the footage of these shots being fired from the shelter number 3. Excuse me, as you see from shelter number 3, from the Bronson film, we can see both shots and smoke trails. Okay, Orville Nick's film, we can see when the shots occur, which way JFK's going. He's going off to his left. Governor Connolly's being pushed forward and to his left and to his wife's lap. Same thing as we see in the Zapruder film. When you watch it, you pinpoint each shot, and you see the angles of each one of the shots, and it's like, yeah, it makes more sense now when you watch, especially when you look at the fatal headshot, as you've seen how I jump back, jump back, jump back. That shot's coming from shelter number 3, and it's coming in from the right, and it's pushing JFK off to the left, as you see there. Okay, now if the shot was coming from the front, he wouldn't be going this way. He'd be going back, straight back, and that's it. But we don't see that. We see him being pushed off to his left. And as you see here, when you pinpoint them shots and you put them back in this location in perspective, and you see it with your own eyes now you can understand where that shot came from, shelter number 3. Always in the description down below, you find a site where you can order my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, the only book you ever need in JFK assassination. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about it. Share this information and other information on JFK assassination on your social medias and stuff so everybody else knows this information. Thank you. You have a pleasant day.